All right, let's do something with Laravel. We're going to add Tailwind CSS because it's cool and I like it. I'm sure you will too. It's been a while since I worked on a Laravel project with blade views and all that. It's been pure API work, so bear with me while we check out the latest stuff. Tailwind, Laravel, install. Install Tailwind CSS straight from Tailwind CSS. All right, we have the couple options using Byte or using Laravel Mix. Last time I used Blade was with Laravel Mix. Let's see what we have. We have Byte. Okay, cool. So we got the project already. We don't need this. We will npm install dash capital D, which is a dev dependency rather than a dependency that gets put out onto the web with your website. All right, npm installing. Hopefully this goes cool. And it did. npx tailwind css init-p. npx as opposed to npm will execute a script without requiring you to install a global package or something like that. All right, so we're going to paste that in and let it do its thing. It created us a Tailwind CSS config file called tailwind.config.js and a post CSS config file. So if you're not familiar with post CSS, it uses all those great dev dependencies to mash up all your CSS, while non-CSS, like the supersets or whatever. Tailwind, I don't know what it describes itself as or what the technical term is, but you cannot just jam Tailwind syntax into your website or the browsers wouldn't know what to do with it. So Post CSS transforms the Tailwind CSS syntax to the good stuff, the CSS3 stuff, standards. Now, Tailwind config.css. Let's check it out. It is a bare bones file. Presumably, it holds plenty of options and plenty more if you use different packages, but looks by default, we can just leave it as is. If you want to have a look at the post CSS config, we'll check it out too. And similar, just in a skeleton file, but it's quite helpful. It will be quite helpful, I'm sure. What do we have to do now? Configure your template paths. Add the paths to all of your template files in your tailwind.config.js file. All right. For Laravel, that would be the resources directory, along with like this would be like JS and CSS, whatnot. Oh yeah, that's the one we wanted. Right about theme into content, we'll just erase that and paste in a new guy. I don't have Vim set up. I don't know why I just did that either. I pressed Shift-ZZ to exit. Now add the Tailwind directives for each of Tailwind's layers to your resources CSS app.css file. All right, so these are just simple imports, but it pulls in all the base settings, as it's called base. And I don't know why I'm explaining it. It says right there, components, utilities, and base. If you're that curious, and I suggest you should be, or maybe, go check them out, have a look through them, or look at them on GitHub. Now, looks like we are, oh no, we didn't do this part. So let's back up. I better like shut up for a sec. Where did it say it was? Resources. Oops. Doesn't exist, so we're going to have to create, oh no, it's a CSS directory. App.css. This talking and typing is a lot harder than it looks. Paste that in, save it, quit, npm run dev. This is where the really cool stuff happens. Byte runs. Wow, that was quick. Gives us a nice little interface. This is the Byte development server that provides hot module replacement for your Laravel application. We will get into all this in due time. But for now, it looks like we are ready to go. Let's paste in this hello world with a couple of Tailwind classes. Oh, there's also the this doohickey. All right, let's open a new tab. We're in the CSS folder. We want to get out of here. We're in resources. We want to go into blade. There's no blade. Use. Welcome. Bim, welcome. That's quite ugly. Byte. No byte. Let's just copy this whole thing. Oh. Paste it in, save. Page reload. See that? It detected that we edited the welcome.blade.php file and regenerated our app. Hello world. Look at that. It's quite nice. I mean, very easy to use, isn't it? Big thank you to all the developers who've been working on this over the years. It's just terrific stuff. All right, that's it for now. We'll change this page into something else in the next video.